Recently, politicians have been raising a voice to change the conscription system to a volunteer military system. What is the difference between the conscription system and the volunteer military system? And what are the pros and cons of each system? Under conscription system, the state forces the people to take responsibility for national defense. When people reach a certain age, it is mandatory to serve in the military as prescribed by the law. Enabling easy securing of the troops is the most significant advantage of the conscription system. As all people are obliged to serve in the military, the state can maintain a certain level of troops based on the population. However, as a forced mobilization, the conscription system has the disadvantage of restricting the freedom of individuals. Besides, military service avoidance phenomena and corruption in military service may occur. Another disadvantage of the conscription system is the lack of professionalism compared to voluntary military service, allowing people to decide on military service and provide systematized training. Countries famous for practicing the conscription system other than Korea are Thailand, Israel, Singapore, and others. In Thailand, the conscription system is famous for its lottery method, uniquely used to determine conscription and exemption to military service. Besides, unlike Korea, Israel practices a conscription system on both males and females. Males serve as combatants, and females can choose to serve either as combatants or non-combatants. The service period of combatants is 2 years and 8 months, and for non-combatants 2 years. Other than those, Turkey, Mongolia, Norway, and others operate national defense tax systems where a particular tax payment exempts people from military service. Volunteer military service is the opposite of the conscription system. Under this system, people volunteer to serve in the military out of their will, not as a national obligation. Military service is perceived as job rather than obligation under the volunteer military service, and sometimes it is also called professional military service. The advantages of voluntary military service are high professionalism and efficiency. Unlike the conscription system, only needed people are selected and trained. Thus, it has high expertise in human resources. Also, as it is not mandatory military service avoidance phenomena and corruption in military service do not occur. However, when the number of applicants is not enough, it has the disadvantage of causing a shortage of troops, weakening the national defense. Thus, to collect more applicants, more budget and operation costs are necessary to provide higher salaries and benefits. Recently, there has been a rising concern about maintaining troops through the conscription system as the birth rate and youth population rate decreased. In line with this, many people argue that a volunteer military service is a measurement following the character of the time. However, a front-burner issue related to national security must not be used as a political tool. Thus, a constant discussion and social interest on the issue is essential.